Director, that's quite a scoop from Red Bull.
It's quite
a scoop from Red Bull.
Yes, that is a scoop. We announced yesterday a restructuring of the technical side with Andrew Green moving up to Chief Technical Officer and having 3 direct reports, 2 of which are known and 1 wasn't. And we're grateful that Red Bull was able to announce that Dan will be taking over as Technical Director.
To be able to recruit someone from such a big team must be a great sign of the intent that you guys are trying to show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the intent was shown by the restructuring too, and now with the announcement of Dan Fellows, that just reinforces what we're trying to do. And you know, we are emulating the size and the structure of the teams that have won the championships. We believe that's the right thing to do. It won't be exactly the same. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. And now we've got to get like-minded individuals into the openings that we have. And Dan was, I think, our second announcement.
So what is next? What are the next announcements? What are the next plans?
Well, there'll be more announcements to come shortly. There are other people that we've recruited, and you know, we are expanding. We've got to make sure that the expansion is well managed, so that we minimize any risk of the change in the team, and just make sure that it's all positive.
Now, Lance was talking about how the engineering briefings have got a little bit longer since Sebastian's joined. How much has Sebastian transformed the team in terms of just the way you guys think about going racing?
Well, I don't think it's a transformation. I thought, you know, we were thinking in the same lines anyway, but he has at the margin added a significant amount, and there are things we do a little bit differently, and he's very inquisitive, and yes, that they can go a little bit longer, but we've got to make sure that we focus on all the first order, second order stuff first, and then eventually the third order things we also have to look at, because you got to do everything right to win.
Now, in France we saw quite a few team personnel complaining about the curbs, the damage it was causing, and obviously the impact then on the cost cap. For you guys, how challenging do you think it is going to be as we go forward and the budget cap keeps reducing, that, you know, you're going to have to be careful about how much damage you incur?
Yes, I agree. When you're right at the margin of the cost cap and you didn't plan for that kind of damage, then it could be hurtful. You might have to undo some things that you planned, or not do some things that you planned. For us right now, we're significantly under the cost cap, but it won't be like that in the future. One, the cost cap's coming down, and we're moving up towards it, so soon we'll be there. But right now, we're well under.
When do you think you will be hitting the budget cap?
I'm thinking about 2 years.
Just before that qualifying incident, and then I think in France he really kicked on. Do you think he's made a bit of a breakthrough at last?
Yeah, I think he's getting more and more comfortable every session. He had a really strong race last weekend. Yeah, you know, I think people need to remember the testing was reduced this year, and we had the only team to change power units, which has gone really well, but that meant we had to spend some time on that and testing. So I think we've probably had a little bit more of a disadvantage, but it's nothing that we've whined about. It is what it is, and but I think Daniel's definitely getting up to speed. He's great inside the team, and so I think we're close.
I guess as you're trying to move forward as a team, move up the grid, his experience across the board from team meetings, not just motivation, must be hugely important.
Yeah, I think the chemistry between Daniel and Lando and within the team is excellent. He's very experienced. He's very upbeat. He's a great team player. His work ethic's very strong. So there's a good vibe inside the McLaren garage these days.
And Lando, I mean, he's been on another level this year. I guess you wouldn't have known that's why you signed him up for a little bit longer. How impressed have you been with him?
Yeah, he's been very impressive. You know, he's been very impressive from the word go. He's been very fast. He's not made many mistakes, which a lot of rookies do. We've asked him to get his elbows out a little bit more. He's responded. He's done that. His starts are strong. His racecraft is strong. So we couldn't be happier with how Lando's performing.
Now in France, we heard quite a few people on team radio being a bit concerned by the damage that was caused by the curbs. Damage generally must be a bigger topic now with the cost cap. How much of a challenge is that for you guys to try and keep on top of?
Yeah, I mean, the one way not to damage the car is, you know, not to hit the wall or go over the curbs, right? In Monaco, you can create a lot of damage in pretty much every corner. It is a challenge because now you have to kind of set aside what you think your accident damage bill will be for the year, and it's hard to predict what that will be, but you can't just fix it without repercussions. If you take off a front wing, that's maybe a development or a new front wing in the future that you'll run short on the budget. So it's a challenge, but that's what Formula One is supposed to be. It's about who's the smartest, the most efficient to get the most performance, not about who can spend the most.
Quite keen to get a new deal with you guys and doesn't want it dragging on. Do you want the same sort of thing?
Look, he's doing a great job. We're super happy with him. He's fitted into the team, in a very positive way. He's driving well. He's getting more comfortable. So, do I need to say anything more positive than that? But I think that at the relevant time we'll sit down and come up with a solution. But we're very happy with the job he's doing.
Great stuff. And there was also the news you guys just announced that Dan Fallows is leaving the team. How long are you going to be holding on to him, and how hard is it to see him go?
Well, first of all, Dan's done a great job for the team, and we'll be sad to see him go. In many ways, it's a compliment that he's been selected to be technical director of Aston from our aero department, and we wish him the very best of luck for the future. I'm not going to go into the details of employment contracts, but he's got quite a lengthy period left to run with the team, and his focus for this year is very much on trying to build on the great performance we've had so far.
Now in France, we heard Jonathan Wheatley on the phone to Michael Massey on Team Radio talking about damage, and I just wondered, with the cost cap involved, how challenging is it for you guys to kind of balance not wanting to
I'm moaning at Jonathan. Jonathan's then passing his grief on to Michael Massey, so it is important because cost is a key factor this year. You can't afford just to leave half a front wing over a curb, and such expensive components that we have to be really, really careful, because if we lose something or damage something, it means that we can't either, it's difficult to replace or develop. It takes that ability away from you later on in the year.
And just finally, how's it looking this weekend? You guys won in 18 and 19. Merck won both races last year here. How are you feeling?
It's great. First of all, it's great to be in Austria. It's our home Grand Prix. It's good to see fans coming back over the next couple of weekends as well. And I'm sure it's going to be tight. I mean, the weather, though, 2 weeks here, I can't believe we're going to have a dry every session. And that always makes it exciting.